Hey y'all, what's good? It's your boy EJ back for a tier list, and today we are doing the greatest video games of all time, 100 plus games we are ranking to see what exactly is a random black man's opinion on all these J franchises. Alright, if you want to go ahead and have me play something that I have viewed as have not tried the game or horrible and give it a second chance, let me know and I will go ahead and do a follow-up video. But beyond that, man, let's get right into it. BioShock. Oh man, this is gonna be fun right here. BioShock is a masterpiece. Story-wise, gameplay-wise, I feel like it didn't exactly start anything like revolutionary, but really pushed the boundaries of what video games could be back in the day. So, mass respect to BioShock. Castlevania, never played it, especially not a PlayStation version. I have played Metroidvania type games, but I haven't played Castlevania, any of the old ones. Fallout New Vegas. Man, now Fallout New Vegas, I might have some pretty strong or some pretty controversial takes. A lot of people rank New Vegas higher than Fallout 3, and for good reason. Honestly, the idea of New Vegas, or the ideas, I would say, are definitely better than Fallout 3, but the issue with New Vegas was, as someone who played it on release, the game was not even like objectively, it was one of the buggiest new generation of Fallout games we've ever received. And Obsidian, man, I always said before, they get a little bit too much credit because they are an awesome team, I think, but at the same time, they have definitely disappointed when it comes to quality of the game. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give New Vegas actually I think it's a good game, a really good game. Mod it, patch it up, it's a great game. But at the base level, on launch, then again, do I want to go ahead and judge the game on launch, or what do y'all think? Should I judge the game based off like basically of the base version or the potential of what it could be? I'm gonna say, well, the thing is, it's like let's break it down this way. Base version good. If you can mod it, patch it, it moves up to great. But as Obsidian sends it, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good. Half-Life, the original one, I've played a little bit, but not enough to say I've tried it. So I'm gonna say, in a way, a masterpiece to some. But if they have Half-Life 2, I will go ahead and I will rank that high. But when it comes to the original Half-Life, I'm not exactly sure. Street Fighter 2, same thing. This is Smash Brothers, I believe. Haven't played it. Team Fortress 2, honestly, in my opinion, it's decent. It's decent. Until Dawn, haven't played it. Alright, man, let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. So, here is something that's huge for me. If you know me, you know Warframe has been a very big and also influential part of my life. So, I have to go ahead and say, for me, subjectively, good. Warframe is an awesome free-to-play game. Great gameplay. It has a lot of issues. It has its own issues. It has issues for people who like are long-term players. If you're just dipping your toes into it and you actually enjoy the game, it's a great game to get into. It will definitely give you hundreds upon thousands of hours of gameplay. And yeah, I don't really have much negative to say about it. Like I said, there's issues, but like I feel like there's not many games, online games, that don't have issues once you get deeper into it. It's like a relationship, man. It's like, yeah, it has issues once you figure out more about it. But at the end of the day, I don't think that defines the whole game. I'm gonna say great. I'm gonna say Uncharted 4 is great. I'm gonna move it down to good. But Thieves End was very good, man. Thieves End was really good. So I don't know. It depends on for two completely different games, honestly. So it's hard to compare. New Vegas, Uncharted 4. Once again, I feel like New Vegas to me is a great tier with the add-ons. Without it, I feel like Uncharted 4 is a better experience. Yakuza, I haven't played it. Battlefield 1 is one that was underappreciated. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. It's like Battlefield 1, I actually thought was really good. I really enjoyed it. The setting was, I think, the wackest part of it. The development of Battlefield 1 and applied it to whichever one's the World War II version. I even forget now these days. I would say Battlefield 1 would have been better received. I don't think the World War I setting did it any favorites, but I also think they did an awesome job bringing a game to World War One. So I will say this is a good. It's a New Vegas syndrome of it's better. It became better as time went on. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That's great. That's a classic. That's a classic, right? So close to masterpiece, man, but I don't know if I can give it masterpiece compared to Bio. I don't think I can put it on the same tier as BioShock, man. Like it's like skating is fun, it's great. It's like if you put the best like NBA 2K on here before they were like greedy fuckers, man. It's like even that I couldn't exactly say it's the same level as a BioShock. Or the next one, Red Dead Redemption 2. I do not believe that, like, you know, once again, Tony Hawk's, as much as I love it, childhood for show. I don't think it's ranking like the impact. I don't think it's ranking in the same tier of impact as Red Dead Redemption 2 or BioShock. Red Dead Redemption 2, there are people who have criticisms towards the pacing, everything else, but for me personally, this is my top 3 favorite series of all time. I don't know if I like Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2 better, but 2 obviously for me has so much more replay value of being able to just live in this world as a cowboy is almost my dream game. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give that a masterpiece. I can't say I haven't played Dota 2. It's decent. It's decent, bro. That's the best I can give it. I'm sorry, y'all. I know Dota 2 is not a bad game. I know it's better than decent. I know it's better than League. I like League better. I'm just saying. I got love for y'all, man. I got love for y'all, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's not for me. Fire Emblem Three Houses. I have the game. Haven't played much of it. I'm gonna say it's fine. Halo Reach. Amazing story, man. I'm gonna say great. Sonic. Haven't played enough. Arkham City. Batman Arkham City. Potentially one of, if not the best Arkham title. I'm gonna say great. I'm gonna say it's really good. One of the best superhero games of all time. Jungle Party, no idea. Modern Warfare 3, I'm gonna place it bad. I don't think Modern Warfare 3 was good. Actually, I'm gonna say, I don't know. I can't put it on the same tier as like I feel like Team Fortress 2 or Dota 2. So I'm gonna say Modern Warfare 3 is like bad tier. Don't care about that. Mass Effect 2. Ooh, Mass Effect 2 though. Mass Effect 2, y'all, man. I gotta say masterpiece, man. I'm sorry, it's not. It's a masterpiece to me. Okay, I'm sorry. I love Mass Effect, bro. Getting the End of Masari Guts, bro. That was like one of my greatest game moments of all time. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, man, Liara to Sony, man. I need a Liara in my life, bro. No, but seriously, let me stop. But like, man, Mass Effect, man, it's tearing me up. Man. Mass Effect, it's gotta go in the masterpiece tier. For me personally, it has to. Final Fantasy VII, haven't played it. Watch Dogs. Alright, so Uncharted 3, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a, I'm gonna say good. Haven't played that one, haven't played Bloodborne, PS exclusive. I have a PlayStation 5 and I had a 4, just, that's not really an excuse, just, I didn't really want to play it. Phantom Pain, I thought it was good. I thought it was a great experience, man. I thought it was a great Metal Gear game. So we're definitely giving that one a good. Lego Star Wars. I haven't played this one particular, so no. This one I haven't played. I've heard a lot of, I mean, I can like talk about any of these games, but it would be more of a like second-hand opinion thing, so that's kind of pointless. XCOM 2, I'm gonna say great. XCOM 2 was really, really good. It was a great game, fun game. Put some respect on it, man. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the Ezio arc. Man, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm actually an Assassin's Creed fan. From the original all the way to the newest ones, the RPG, open world styles. I actually really do. I have complaints about, you know, any of them, but like as far as like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I almost want to say like I'm gonna go ahead and bundle this unless they put something else. And unless they put like multiple Ezio storyline Assassin's Creeds on the like list or in the like, you know, game list, I'm gonna go ahead and give Brotherhood like a basically review of the whole Ezio story. The whole Ezio story. Anyway, Brotherhood, I'm gonna say great. Man. And once again, I'm ranking this like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, I think. GTA 4. I thought GTA 4 was great. A lot of people didn't, not like I don't know. There's a decent number of people who didn't like it when it first came out because it like leaned into a more realistic GTA or like, you know, more physics based. I thought it was great. I thought having to use the brakes very well and like racing online was like a lot of fun. People forget about GTA 4 Online. It was like the foundation for GTA 5's Online, and they actually did a really good job with it. I had so much fun with friends on GTA 4 Online. It's great tier. Damn near masterpiece, man. I forgot dude's name, man. Is it Nicola? Nico Bellic. Nico Bellic is actually a really good story. It's actually a really good story. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, I just kind of realized Nico Bellic's story was probably one of, if not the best story. Like, forget CJ. I love CJ. I'm a black man. I love CJ. He's my favorite GTA character of all time. But was his story better than Nico Bellic's? No, it wasn't. Nico Bellic's story as a immigrant to me was absolutely fascinating. Metal Gear Solid 3 masterpiece. Honestly, I'm sorry. Snake Eater, bro, Snake Eater. That shit brings back memories, man. That shit brings back so many good memories. The boss fights, man. I forget the boss's name. Like, my memory's not that amazing, bro. But like, I just like kind of think like the old man in the forest. Like that fucking boss fight was so different from anything I've ever experienced. What's his name? The Hidden or whatever. I don't even know what his name was, dude. But it's like the old man. You know, he's got like the whole camouflage thing going on. He like kind of creeps around and takes shots at you. I don't know, bro. Like, just thinking that, like, the fact they did that, like, on the PlayStation 2 was, like, really freaking crazy, man. Like, that game. I'm sorry. I think it's a masterpiece. Black Flag, I'm gonna give it a good. I think Black Flag, gameplay-wise, was better than Brotherhood, but once again, as a whole Ezio story, I have to go ahead and give the edge to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Smite! Wow, Smite's on the list? Freaking Smite, dude. Hold on, it's not in my pocket too. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, it's already charged. Cool. But yeah, Smite. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give Smite a decent. It's good. I got a lot of PvP games. I mean, let's see what PvP games do I have up high? Halo Reach technically has PvP. I don't know. It's like I don't really consider a lot of PvP games like, you know, really groundbreaking. We'll get to them eventually, I'm sure. It's been not a lot. It hasn't been a lot of shooting games so far, so we'll get there eventually. But yeah, Smite's decent. I liked what Smite did with MOBAs. I think Paragon could have been great, but Smite was also a really, or still is a really good third-person MOBA. Doom, that's like Doom Eternal, right? I'm gonna say good. I think Doom Eternal is very good. Watch Dogs, pretty bad. I somewhat like it. I actually don't hate Watch Dogs, but I'm gonna give Watch Dogs just simply a bad. I think they had a lot of issues. I think it could have been great, but it just did not turn out the way. Borderlands 2, I have to give a great. I think Borderlands 2 is peak Borderlands. Honestly. Yeah. Like the whole loot and shooting thing, yeah, Borderlands, you know, it laid a great foundation, but Borderlands 2 absolutely, to me, nailed the formula. 15, I've played it, but I don't think I ever beat it, so I don't have enough to say. Watch Dogs 2, similar thing, but I have played enough and know enough to say it's decent. I think Watch Dogs 2 is better than the original one. Almost good. I would say it's a good game, but it's not as good as these games up here. Once again, y'all, in perspective, like, this is like the greatest video games of all time, so like bad's not that bad. Except for I don't think like Watch Dogs is one of the greatest games of all time. I'm sorry, it's like no. So in a way, yeah, it definitely ranks as bad. Dark Souls, man. Huh? Aha, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls. I don't have an opinion. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth when it comes to Dark Souls, man. I plead the fucking fifth, dude. I ain't getting into it with y'all, man. Y'all some nasty dudes, man. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers on the Dark Souls side, bro. I ain't getting into it with y'all. Shadow of War, I'll say decent. I'll say, once again, I think Watch Dogs 2, Shadow of War, pretty good games, but do they rank among these? I don't think so. Need for Speed, which one though? Need for Speed as a whole? Decent, yeah. I'll say good, actually. I don't know which one this is. Once again, if they give me more Need for Speed games, we'll change it up. But until then, I'm saying Need for Speed as a whole. Super Mario Odyssey, haven't played it. Devil May Cry 5, haven't played it. Soul Calibur, no. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, one of those open world Assassin's Creed games. I will say, controversial opinion, I'll say good. I'll say, yeah, basically up there with Black Flag. Yeah, it makes sense. Mortal Kombat 11. I don't like fighting games, so I would just say decent. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is the one I can tell that is going to be the remaster or the remake. So I'm gonna say this is an interesting one right here. I'm gonna take some time with this one, and I'm gonna say Call of Duty Modern Warfare re-jumped the Call of Duty series in the way that it needed. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up to great tier because it's not like Call of Duty was dying, but I think they really introduced a new formula or like a new, the new engine gave Call of Duty like a great future, man. So I think like Call of Duty really is still one of the top tier shooters when it comes to like multiplayer shooters, yo. And that's a lot to do to like once again the direction they took it with Modern Warfare and like the new engine really was very, very interesting to see what they could do, like what Call of Duty did as far as quality goes. The original Doom, haven't played it. Half-Life 2. So yeah, they do have Half-Life 2. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say Half-Life 2 is a masterpiece. And the reason why I'm saying masterpiece is we have to go ahead and look at this game in a vacuum of the time period it was released in, which, when was that game released? Let me check real quick. This game was released in 2004, and this game still looks good to this day. And the physics and stuff are still almost unmatched by a lot of modern games. So it's like, back in 2004, this game was truly a next-gen game, and it's not just that. The story was great, the gameplay was great, the sound, it was almost a flawless single-player shooter experience, man. That the diversity in environments and mechanics being introduced, the puzzles being also, a lot of puzzles being very much physics-based. What was it Ravenhold? What was like the freaking like zombie area, man? I forgot what it's called. That shit was horrifying. That was like almost like my introduction to horror games on or horror content on the gaming side. So yeah, Half-Life 2, man. If you never experienced it, if they ever remaster or whatever, it's definitely worth playing. League of Legends. I'm not a League player, but put some respect on League, man. Put some respect on what League of Legends did. League of Legends is an icon among like competitive gaming, and its longevity is insane. And I feel like, I'm not a League player. I have played League. I used to watch more League than I played League because I didn't like playing League like that. I kind of sucked at it, but it's like, I don't know, I have to put like a massive amount of respect on League of Legends as being one of the greatest competitive games of all time. Overwatch, the original, one of the greatest hentai producers of all time, so I'm gonna say that's great. Once again, I'm not even an Overwatch player, but I feel like I have to rank it at least Call of Duty Modern Warfare because it's one of the best modern day PvP shooters in my opinion. Crash, don't care. God of War, don't care. Fighter Z, don't care. Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3, I'm gonna go ahead and give a great. I iconic moments, iconic lines. What's his name? Vargas, I think. I forget if that's the actor's name or the antagonist's name. Far Cry I think kind of falls off late game, but like as far as like in my opinion, I think Far Cry 3 is definitely one of the best Far Cry games out there. Once again, it started. No, I think that was maybe Far Cry 2, but I think it really let Far Cry do a jump as far as popularity. Like Far Cry 2 was kind of meh. The one before that, Far Cry, it was actually really good. But Far Cry 3, I think, once again, gave it a jump into, like, the eyes of, like, so many people who became to love, like, you know, the Far Cry series. FIFA 2. FIFA. I don't... It's fine. It's fine. Tetris. Do we put respect on Tetris? I do not put respect on Tetris. Not that much respect. I'm gonna say Tetris is good. It's Tetris, man. Simple, good fun. But is it having any... I mean, it's kind of hard to, like, you know, talk about the impact of Tetris, right? It's like, sure, maybe Masterpiece in, but it's like, it's Tetris, it's just Tetris. All right, that's all I can say. It's just Tetris. So, yeah, just Tetris has to be a good rank. Fortnite. I'm gonna say Masterpiece, not that type of Masterpiece. Actually, what are you doing up here? Go back down to great. So yeah, Fortnite. I liked Fortnite Save the World. I'm not even a Fortnite BR fan, but Fortnite once again is one of those landmark games that kind of like, you know, blows up the gaming scene, makes like, you know, headlines, stuff like that. Does that necessarily make it a masterpiece? No, but Fortnite, beyond the popularity, is one of the greatest shooters of all time. Whether it is Save the World, which technically still do exist, creative is absolutely insane and insanely fun in Fortnite. And then you have the no build mode they eventually added. I think Fortnite also has, like, no game has ever done collabs like Fortnite, and I think that's really awesome. I wish I was a bigger fan of Fortnite. So yeah, Fortnite is a masterpiece. World of Warcraft, haven't played it enough, bro. It's like I could leave an opinion, but I don't really have the requirements to really, like, you know, say, hey, I'm right. I don't really have, like, I don't have enough playtime to say much about World of Warcraft. Pokemon Emerald version. There's a hater inside of me that wants to rank it poorly, but we're not doing that. God of War, haven't played it. GTA 5. I'm gonna say great. I'm gonna say great. GTA 5 is troublesome, and I don't mean because it's GTA. I mean, like, you know, GTA Online is troublesome, but it's also something very special. I'll give it that much. Horizon, it's decent. It's okay. Yakuza, Injustice, Lego Star Wars, Mario Kart 8. Mario Galaxy, Minecraft, Masterpiece. Honestly, I'm putting Minecraft up there because Minecraft, I think, is legitimately one of the best video games of all time. Purely, like, just video game wise, Minecraft deserves its popularity. I mean, pretty much any game deserves its popularity because if it really sucked, it wouldn't be popular. But yeah, Minecraft though is like still one of the most iconic games of all time, and it deserves it every step of the way. Monster Hunter, I'm gonna say decent. It's cool. I don't really have much to say about it. It's not bad, but it's also not my favorite game. Overcooked 2, I don't know why that's on the top 100 list, or like a 100 greatest games list, but I'd say it's not even like, I can't put it on the same tier as decent, bro. It's like, it doesn't feel right. It's not a bad game though, man. It's like, damn, bro, it's not a bad game. The thing is, like, how many games are actually really bad when you're making like a top game list? Counter-Strike is cool, man. I'm gonna give it like a same thing. I'm gonna give it a good. I'm gonna give it a decent. I don't care. Fuck y'all. Anyway, Pac-Man. Pac-Man's good. Same reason as Tetris. I'm not gonna go into it. Persona 5, Pokemon. Fucking horrible. Fuck y'all. Anyway, Bing Bong. Yeah. It's whatever, bro. It's decent, I guess. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible, dude. Who am I kidding? It's horrible, dude. Who cares? You gonna fight me on this one? Who's standing for this right here? Huh? Who's standing for this old ass bitch? Nobody, man. Y'all don't care. Get out of here. Portal 2. Portal 2. Portal 2. Portal was a free part of the Orange Box, right? Portal 2 was a full release, or was that part of the Orange Box? I don't know. I'm tempted to say masterpiece though on both of them, honestly. So I'm gonna do that. Jackbox Party Pack. It's cool, I guess. It's whatever. I don't care. It's like, get out of here. Resident Evil 2. The remake, Resident Evil 2. Decent. This is Resident Evil 4. Haven't played it. I might gotta play it when the new one comes out, but as far as right now, haven't played it. Sekiro, haven't played it. No. As you can tell, unless it's actually, you know what? I have played Super Mario Bros. 2, or Super Mario Bros. 2. I have played it. It's good. It's good. It's maybe great. It's a great. Classic Mario. I can't say. I mean, I don't need to like rank every Mario game. I mean, like, obviously quality goes up and down, but Mario's Mario, man. It's usually a good time. Terraria. I'm gonna say Terraria is actually great. I'm gonna say this game is great, bro. I think it's really, really good. Terraria is almost, it just didn't have this, like, you know, impact of Minecraft, but I would say Terraria is like Minecraft but 2D. Actually, it's better than that. I think there's certain things that Terraria does better, like combat and bosses and stuff like that. Kind of hard to compare the two. I mean, easy to compare the two, but I'll say, yeah, Terraria, I think it's a great game. I don't have much to say. If you know, you know. Skyrim. I'm gonna judge Skyrim as, once again, I have to be fair. Judge it on a base level, no mods. I'm gonna say Skyrim is between a good or a masterpiece. Depends on what you do with it. Last of Us. I'm gonna say Last of Us is a masterpiece. Did I do something wrong? No, this is good. Oh, actually, I did. Here we go. Put that back down there. I'm gonna say The Last of Us is a masterpiece. It deserves it. Honestly, it does. Zelda. Oh man, all that Zelda. Among Thieves. I'm gonna go ahead and move this up to great, and I'll move 4 down. The Walking Dead, Telltale. This really helped launch Telltale's career, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say this is great. It's like one of the best stories of all time. This shit made me cry, bro. It's a masterpiece. That shit had me breaking down in tears, man. I don't know what I'm thinking, bro. I want to hate the game because it made me like cry so fucking hard, dude. That shit, man, that broke me, man. The Witcher 3. I'm saying great. Yeah, I think The Walking Dead. Actually, what I just ranked though? I just ranked The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 is a game that they made a lot better over time, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to them. And plus, they recently had the remaster too, or the updated version, the next gen update basically, and I hear it's pretty good. So I don't really have much to say about Witcher 3. I think it's a great game. To me, it's not one of my favorite of all time, but I think it's a great game. Those once again, I have respect for it, but not my games. Apex Legends, I'm gonna say it's bring back Titanfall, and I'll give it good. Okay, all right, Respawn. If you bring back Titanfall, I'll give Apex like a good. Celeste, I'm holding hostage. That's right. That's right. I don't give a shit. Dishonored 2, Firewatch, no. For Honor, no. Inside, no. Binding of Isaac, decent. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I'm gonna give it great. I thought this game was like my game of the year, so I'm gonna go ahead and boost it up. Journey, haven't played. Left 4 Dead 2 is great. So many great memories. I would say, once again, in my opinion, the game that popularized like 4-player co-op games in the style. Been plenty of games that have like not copied, but like, you know, freaking definitely taken heavy inspiration from Left 4 Dead 2. Whether it's Back 4 Blood, which is almost like a spiritual successor, whether it's World War Z, Vermintide, Darktide, Left 4 Dead Man in general was a game that, like, you know, really put that type of gameplay style on the map. So, in my opinion, Left 4 Dead 2 is definitely a great game. Limbo, I think is good. Great for its time, but not even great for its time. It still holds up pretty well. Like, there's nothing that really is wrong with it. The art style complements, like, you know, newer gameplay or newer playthroughs too, so it's not like it's something that hasn't aged well. Just like for me, it's kind of lost some of its like impact when I think about other games that have come out. I know it's a bit unfair, but like, you know, I don't know, that's just my feelings towards it. Yeah, I know I didn't do that for like other games, but yeah, I'm doing it for that one. Mordhau, whatever, Outlast, I think was really decent. I think it was good. Horror wise, I think it was really good. Getting over it. Once again, I don't think it's like an actual bad game, because we are doing like, you know, the greatest games of all time. Just like when I think of games that are like just not that good actually, I think Getting Over It, Papers, Please, decent. I think Resident Evil 7 was decent. Roblox. Oh my god, bro. Roblox? Roblox though. Roblox. Like, man, how do you even rank Roblox? Because Roblox isn't really just a game. So it's like, how do you even rank Roblox? It's special. In so many ways, it's special. So I guess it's decent. I mean, it depends on like what you make of it. Beyond the Petals, like, you know, it's a great game. Rocket League. It's decent. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, they did something pretty cool. Beat Saber. Yeah, I mean, it's decent. One of the best examples of VR, I think. Silent Hill 2, I haven't played. Sims 4. Sims 4, like, with no, like, add-ons or mods, or with it. Once again, you know, we have to be fair. Without add-on or mods, it's pretty bad. It's pretty okay. It's decent. It's Sims, bro. You know what you want. If you're playing The Sims, you know what you want. This one's just kind of like bad tier for me. It's okay. It's not bad. Not bad. Once again, not bad. Just decent. I know there's like a legitimate decent tier, but whatever, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it on the same tier as the other games, man. I think they're about this tier. Civ 6, decent. I think Civ 5 was better. Civ 4 was better, but I don't think it was bad. I just don't think it did anything special. Spooderman, it's good. It's decent. It's fine. Spore, you know, legitimately, I'm gonna go ahead and give this game the first. Horrible. I don't think Spore was good. I think Spore was a good idea. Execution was hilariously boring, if that's even possible. Wii Sports, God tier. Honestly, it's weird. I'm gonna say good tier, bro. Wii Sports was a lot of fun, and I didn't like the Wii. I'm a after GameCube Nintendo hater though, so it's like even then I have to go ahead and give Wii Sports a pretty. I gotta go ahead and give it a little bit of respect. Bully, actually haven't played it. Deus Ex, haven't played it. Human Revolution, I have played it, and I will give it a decent. Factorio, decent. Fallout 4. Fallout 4, at a base, I'm gonna say it's good, bro. I'm gonna give it a good. I like Fallout 4 a lot. Fallout 3, I'm gonna give it decent. Fallout 76. They made Fallout 76 better, but I'm not going to give it any credit for being better now. I'm going to say on launch and months afterwards, it was pretty horrible. I'm sorry. I think, you know, once again, it's better now. All right. So Far Cry 5. I'm gonna say decent. It's no 3, but I think 5 was actually a really good game, a lot of fun. Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, I'm gonna give also a decent. I think it was like an amazing expansion pack. Amazing enough to say it's good, and it wasn't very expensive too. So I'm gonna give it that one. Warcraft, Counter Strike is fine. Gmod's hardly a game. Anyway, so the Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. I wasn't a huge fan, but it was like huge in its time. Heyday, what the fuck's a Heyday, bro? Hitman, Blood Money. Hitman, I'm gonna give a decent. Hotline Miami, I'm gonna give a decent. Just cause 2, I'm gonna give it decent. Actually, let me take some time to say Hotline Miami, I think is actually really good. Just cause 2, I'll leave it decent. What is that game? I can't see. It's so small. Kingdom of Hearts. Haven't played it. Life is Strange, I think. Haven't played it. Life is Strange again. Metro 2033 Redux or Metro 2033 in general. I'm gonna give a decent. Mountain Blade Warband. I'm actually a huge fan of Mountain Blade Warband, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good. No, I don't think it's like necessarily better than like a lot of these games here, so I'm gonna go ahead and still just leave it in decent. I really enjoy it, but it's like I can't look at it and go like, yeah, I love these games more, or I love that game more than like, you know, I love Mountain Blade more. Whatever I'm trying to say, dude. Fuck it. All right. Nier, haven't played it. Pathologic 2, haven't played it. Path of Exile is decent. Man, if you made it this far, yo, go ahead and leave a like, man. Oh my god, this is like a long list right here. I'm actually kind of tired. Okay, so Plants vs. Zombies. I'm gonna go ahead and give Plants vs. Zombies. I'm gonna give this a good. I'm gonna give it a good. I think Plants vs. Zombies is like a great, simple game, like a tower defense style game. Postal 2. Cringe game. Prototype. I didn't think it was that good. Siege. It's fine. Saints Row 2. I'm not gonna lie. Saints Row 2 is pink. Saints Row 2 is peak. Let me go ahead and pop it. Peak. Saints Row 2, or Saints Row. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Saints Row 2. Actually, I'm gonna give it a good. I think Saints Row 2 is really good. Sniper Elite 3. I'm gonna put it in. Actually, I'm gonna put this. There we go. We changed decent to disappointing because I feel like bad is like just not a great way to describe it. And I'm gonna move this up to disappointing. Yeah, the Postal 2 can stay there 100%. Stalker. Stalker is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm assuming Shadow of Chernobyl. If it's not, why is it on this list instead of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl? So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a grade. I think Stalker is like one of the most underrated games of all time. We have 2 different Battlefront 2s coming up, so now we have Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original, which I'm gonna say is a good game. I think they did so much right, and it was a lot of fun to play. The newest one, I'm gonna go ahead and give a horrible, and I actually really enjoyed the game, but at the same time, I cannot ignore the flaws. I cannot say that it was a good game on launch. I'm gonna give it disappointing. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. It gets good, especially in VR. It's a really good game. A really unique mechanic. If you haven't experienced Super Hot, worth experiencing. System Shock 2, I haven't played. Undertale, I haven't played. Animal Parking, what the fuck? Pokemon is whatever. Animal Crossing, Pokemon once again is whatever. God damn it. Pokemon is whatever. Animal Crossing gets a. Cuphead is like one of my favorite like newer titles. I thought they did an amazing job capturing like that time period, the style, and the gameplay was also really top tier. I think Cuphead is actually really great, man. I actually really like Cuphead a lot. Death Stranding is horrible. It's not a video. Okay, that's the hater in me. That's the hater in me talking right there. Death Stranding. I am a Death Stranding hater, and I think it's ridiculous that won anything Game of the Year. Y'all need to get off of Kojima's nuts, because let me tell you why it shouldn't be Game of the Year. Whether you love the game or not, alright, you have to take a step back and go, why is this game considered great when it's such a divisive game? There are games that are considered like, almost universally great. If a game has a flaw or a design mechanic that makes it so the game is either loved or hated, to me, while the game could have a certain amount of appeal to a certain group of people, I feel like to be universally considered great, or at least Game of the Year, you should have a more universally enjoyed game. Like if we ever get to Elden Ring, I'm not gonna rank Elden Ring highly, but at the same time, I think universally it's a pretty well praised game. If we're going to so what's a good example of a game that's kind of controversial when it comes to takes? Or matter of fact, let me say a game that maybe doesn't have mass appeal. Let's go ahead and put it that way. What are games that maybe don't have mass appeal? I'm gonna say Mountain Blade Warband. It does what it does well, but I can see the game not being for everyone, because it's almost like Dwarf Fortress is Mountain Blade is here. Dwarf Fortress is way up here as far as complexity, but beneath that complexity is actually a really good game. Diablo, I haven't played enough of it. Why is this? What is this game, bro? What is this? Get out of here. Matter of fact, horrible. I haven't played it. I don't know what this is. Fuck you, bro. Horrible. Grounded. I'm gonna say Grounded is a decent game. I was just going crazy. Just Dance, I don't really have an opinion towards. NBA 2K20, we're just saying NBA 2K as a whole. As far as sports games go, where is FIFA? Right there next to it. It is what it is, man. You love it or hate it. Some years are good, some years are bad, but disappointing. Disappointing. Microtransactions make it disappointing. Not even the lack of progression year by year. Microtransactions make it disappointing. Spec Ops: The Line's decent. Valorant, I don't have an opinion, haven't played it. Crusaders King 2, it's decent. Crusaders King 2. Where's Mountain Blade? Here we go. Crusader Kings 2, once again, is one of those games where its complexity makes it not for everyone. And it's not complexity that makes Death Stranding not for everyone. Let's go back to that real quick. It's the fact that the way the game is designed makes it not for everyone. Some people can sit back and enjoy a good story. Some people want better gameplay to go with the story. So, yeah, that's why I don't. Once again, a lot of these games are great. I'm gonna say disappointing. I don't think it's as bad as these games down here. Pokemon fans are fuming. But anyway, yeah, man, I don't think it's that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it that way. Divinity 2, man. Divinity 2 is a crazy game. I'm gonna give it a good. I don't think its complexity scares away a lot of people. I think a lot of people, kind of like Elden Ring or Dark Souls games or Souls games, it's where a lot of people, even casuals, will take time to learn Divinity 2, and it's not like anything crazy. Just you have to learn. It has a learning curve. Dead or Alive, haven't played. Dying Light, I'm gonna say it's decent. Once again, it's the thing where we have to go ahead and say, comparatively, I like Dying Light a lot, but compared to these other titles, not so much. Fall Guys is decent. A bit of a younger game. It's been up and down, but I think it's still a very fine game. It's a lot of fun. Half-Life Alyx, I played it. It is the VR game. The VR version of Half-Life, or the VR title in the Half-Life series, and it's actually really great. Half-Life Alyx is actually really good. One of the definitive VR experiences, 100%. Put some respect on Half-Life Alyx. Last of Us Part 2, disappointing. I'm gonna save some rants for the end. If I remember, I will go back to The Last of Us Part 2, but I do not think we need to elaborate on why these two games are next to each other. Metal Gear looks like one of the older ones. Haven't played it. Oblivion is decent for us. It was great for its time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good. I'm gonna give it a good. Would I put Skyrim? Skyrim's good too. Yeah, that makes sense. Is Fallout 3 decent? Yeah, Fallout 3 is decent. Payday 2 is good. The amount of support the game has received over time, even though it has like a crazy amount of DLC, the follow through with Payday 2 makes it a, in my opinion, good game. Beyond decent. Beyond decent, I think it's up here. I think it deserves to be up here. Payday 2 is one of the ultimate and one of the definitive, like, you know, co-op experiences in my opinion. Or Persona, haven't played it. Rust, horrible game. Horrible. Saints Row. I mean, Saints Row the Third. Actually, I'm gonna put it up there with Saints Row 2. I think Saints Row 2 and Saints Row the Third are equally top tier Saints Row games. Titanfall 2, one of the most underrated games in my opinion. I think that comparatively on this list, I think it's actually great. Dawn of War. I haven't played enough. Warzone is... Warzone! I've played it, man. I think Warzone is a horrible game. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? Disappointing, I guess. Dead by Daylight, it's a fine game. I don't really have much to say about it. DuckTales, who cares? Untitled Goose Game, haven't played it. Hollow Knight, haven't played it. Batman Arkham Asylum? Arkham Knight? I don't know which one that is. I'm gonna give it a not disappointing, decent. I'm gonna give it a decent. Flight Simulator, no. Total War Shogun 2 is legitimately okay. This is the first Total War game, and Total War Shogun 2 is, in my opinion, the best Total War package. And I will have to say Total War Shogun 2 earns a great. I think it is one of the best turn-based slash RTSs of all time, or grand strategy games. I think Subnautica is decent. Super Seducer is horrible. Who put this on here? Warhammer 2 is, I think, decent for now. It probably will eventually get good, but I think it's decent for now. Yakuza, who cares? Ghost of Tsushima is, I think, a masterpiece. I actually legitimately think Ghost of Tsushima is a masterpiece. Fight me. One of my favorite open world RPGs, or like I guess Assassin's Creed style games in a very long time. Ori is cool. Haven't played that much. Cold War is actually, I think, pretty decent. I really enjoyed it. I thought Cold War was pretty good. Crusader Kings, I don't really care to rank Crusader Kings 3 too much, so it's like whatever. Cyberpunk 2077, I have to say, is disappointing. They made it better, but no, it's still disappointing. Edge Runners made it better, but it's still disappointing. Doom Eternal. Oh, so this is Doom Eternal. So what's the other one? I'm gonna say good. Where is the other Doom game? We'll go by later on. Hades. I think Hades is actually a masterpiece. Fight me once again, bro. Hitman 3, I think, is decent. Super Liminal, I haven't played it. Marvel Avengers is horrible. Wasteland 3 is... I haven't played enough. Yakuza Like a Dragon, actually the one I played, is decent. Alright, y'all, this right here is my 100 plus video game tier list. I'm sure there are some games that didn't make the list, but I am gonna go ahead and go through the list one more time. As always, we have to go ahead and do, like, you know, the second look, man. We have to go ahead and see if we actually agree with our decisions. Some things will be talked about, most things will not be. BioShock, yeah, BioShock deserves it. Red Dead, yeah. Mass Effect 2, yeah. GTA 4, yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah. Fallout 3, honestly, it deserves to be up here with the other ones, man. All Bethesda games, man, once again, I think they rank from, like, good to, like, your own personal favorite open world game, depending on how you tune it. I didn't want to spend too much time on the decent tier list because I mostly agree with the decent tier list. I don't really think there's too much I want to change or anything at all, really. You know, Dead by Daylight has spawned a bunch of other games, so I'm gonna go ahead and give Dead by Daylight a good, actually. Path of Exile, it depends on the season, so I'm not gonna move it up any. Let's see, Warhammer 2, once again, it could get better. Cold War, I think, was a fine game. Alright, so let's go ahead and close out with this. Disappointing. Modern Warfare 3, yeah. Watch Dogs, yeah. Getting over it. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. It's more fun to watch than actually play. That's all I'll say. Second Son, yeah. 76, yeah. All these, I think, kind of deserve disappointing for different reasons. Let's go ahead and talk about the more controversial ones when it comes to disappointing. Once again, it's microtransactions that drive these from, like, it's okay, depends on the year, to, like, disappointing. Battlefront 2, the new one, is actually, funny enough, guilty of the same thing. The Last of Us Part 2, once again, similar to Death Stranding, because let me tell you why. There are two controversial picks for great games to be, I think, like, to be a game that beats a lot of these games, which they might not even be that great in your opinion, but to me, it varies way too much on the spectrum when it comes to how good these games are. Some people will call them trash for absolutely good and well thought out reasons, and some will call them masterpieces for, well, decent reasons, because they just really were into it. I had my friend, she changed her opinion from, like, this is a masterpiece, people are just bigots, to, yeah, Last of Us Part 2 just ain't that good. It's not because of Abby. I actually think Abby was a really good character, but I think Abby needed her own game. The pacing that Abby's story completely messed up the pacing. It just did not need to fit in to Joel's and Ellie's story. A lot of the criticism would have been better if, instead of us starting off with Joel dying, how about we build up to that? How about, like, imagine how shocking it would be if we're playing through a game like 4 or 5 hours in, right? Since Abby takes up a huge amount of time anyway. Imagine we're 4 or 5 hours and we think it's a regular fucking mission, right? And we get captured, right? You get captured and you think, well, we know they're going to get out of this because of Joel and Ellie. There's no way Joel and Ellie dies in the middle of the story. So it's like they obviously get out of it somehow. And then Joel dies. Imagine the shock that builds right there. Instead of going, hey, Joel's out of here. Joel's death is the starting point of this. It's purely the only catalyst to, like, this story. Like, you know, it wasn't, like, built up to anything else. They just used Joel as a catalyst for the story to progress, and like I said, I think they could have done better than just, like, starting at that period right there and going from there. I think that could have been built up to be a much bigger scene than what it was. And like I said, Abby, I think, would have been a great standalone game, because then, you know, you kind of experience at the side. It's more fluent, there's more build up instead of, like, jumping back and forth and, you know, between time periods and stuff like that. So that's why The Last of Us Part 2 gets a pretty disappointing tier list. Death Stranding, not going to get too much into it. Same thing. It's either a masterpiece in storytelling or it's a walking simulator. Both can be true. Both pretty much are true. But to me, it's got to land in disappointing because, well, it could have done things a lot better. Gameplay is essential. Cyberpunk 2077. You know why. That's all there is to it. Pokemon Sword. I'm trolling. I just don't care for it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just put it down there. Fuck it. Spore. Fuck Pong. Who cares? Who cares about Pong? Seriously. Seriously. Which one of y'all care about Pong, man? Come on now. Alright, Spore. I legitimately believe Spore deserves to be down here. Gary's mod. Gmod. Somewhat of a game. Posted 2. Cringe. Prototype. Actual bad game. What the fuck is this? Rust is for people who are crazy. Marvel Avengers. Yeah, actual bad game. Super Seducer. You're trolling. You're trolling with Super Seducer, man. Castlevania. Alright, so let's go ahead and look past this right here. Castlevania. Alright, everybody, this right here is going to be my official tier list for the best out of 100+ games. I mean, it's not everything on there. Once again, I kind of just recognize, and I'm sure there's so many more games that just aren't here. Some games are actually my personal favorites that aren't here, but that's fine. For example, Missing GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, the original N64, Destiny. Once again, there's so many games that you really can't, like, you know, maybe fit everything on here, but I think this is a pretty good list of games. This is my tier list. What game do you think I got wrong? Let me know down in the comment section. And what game do you think I should give a try or a second try? I'm down for it, man. Let's go ahead and do a follow-up video. Let's see what game was I wrong about. If you think I was wrong about a game, challenge me to go ahead and play it. And we'll see if I change my mind. But beyond that, if you watched this video, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so yet, leave a like. But beyond that, deuces, man. Take it easy.